Hello again everybody and welcome back to another review. When you see me all dressed up like this, you know it's going to be a good one, and oh boy is it. Today's review will be of DID's 16 World War I German MG08 gunner Arthur. He's based off a German stormtrooper from the Assault Battalion No. 5. As I'm sure you all know by now, I'm a huge fan of the World War I German aesthetic, so when this figure was first announced I was super excited. Let me just say he's an excellent figure. His weapons, uniform and especially accessories are really solid, though I do have some minor issues which I will get into later. As mentioned earlier, this figure portrays a stormtrooper from the Assault Battalion No. 5. The Assault Battalion No. 5 was an experimental infantry battalion known for its innovative infantry tactics and thus are seen as the pioneers of stormtrooper tactics during World War I. On the battlefield, Assault Battalion No. 5 participated in most German operations of the Western Front. And this is the figure of everything out. Here is the figure itself. Weapons and accessories. Now let's take a closer look at the figure, starting with the head. As you can see, he's wearing the 1915 style helm. But on top of that, there's the additional stern panzer, if I believe that's what it's called, which was an additional armor plate which sentries or anyone at static positions would use to provide additional protection. Looks very nice. Definitely a first for, I think, any company out there. And the gas mask, always a pleasure. Looks very nice. Next is his lobster armor, as some people call it. Very nice. Even though it's completely made of metal, it's not very heavy. Sits on the figure very well, and it's not too hard to get on. And his MG, not too heavy, even though it's made of metal. Though if you want him to pose with the weapon, the armor actually kind of blocks it over here in a way, so you might have to be creative if you want him to actually hold the weapon. His leggings, his boots, and the leather patches which they will show onto their uniforms to make crawling easier. Great detail. Now let's take a look at the back of the figure. This is the back of the figure, starting with the head. Here you can see where how the stern panzer strap onto the style helm, and you can see that the helmet actually has a camo on it. Another great detail. The back of the lobster armor, as I mentioned earlier, is easy to put on. You kind of just clasp it on like this. And for his belt, you can see it comes with 2 stick grenades, sprayed bag with a canteen, his bayonet, his gas mask canister, and his holster for the C96. And here's the figure in his alternate look, this time carrying his MG08 and wearing his cap. You can take a nice look at the head sculpt. Looks very nice. Then his uniform, his webbing. Here you can see him holding his MG08 over his shoulder. It's not too heavy, so posing with the weapon is not too difficult. And here's the figure in another alternate look, this time as he would appear storming a trench. Here you can see his helmet with the extra plating for extra protection. And you can see him wielding his C96 with a stock attachment. Very nice. It's extra grenades for trench raiding. And over here is a very nice detail that comes to the figure. As you can see by this insignia, This shows that he's a stormtrooper of the 5th Assault Battalion, the famous Roar Battalion. This was the insignia they unofficially adopted quite late in the war. Very nice. And here's the back of the figure. As you can see, there's camouflage on the helmet. Looks very nice. Here he has his assault pack. His gas mask canister. His canteen. His C96 holster. And this is the figure's primary weapon, that being the MG08. Beautiful weapon. Definitely one of DID's best so far. Great detailing. Doesn't feel too heavy or too light, so the figure holds it very nicely. All the accessories fit very well, including the water can over there, and the tubing, and the ammo drum. However, I do have one major problem with this weapon, and it's not with the weapon itself, but rather the ammo belt it comes with. As you can see, all the little metal notches, or rather not all, maybe about 70%, you have to kind of place yourself, which I really don't get, because the DID actually helped you assemble the first few, so I don't get why they couldn't just do it for the rest. It's a real pain in the butt. As you can see, I have not done it quite properly yet. And on top of that, it comes with the individual bullets that you can place inside the belt. But I feel that the bullets are rather too large to fit into the little sleeves of the ammo belt. So yeah, that's quite a big disappointment to me, to be honest. And these are the additional weapons the figure comes with, starting with sidearm, that being the beautiful C96 Mauser pistol. Also comes with the stock and the holster, and one clip. Great detailing on it. Definitely one of my favorite looking pistols. He also comes with 3 grenades, 2 stick grenades, and one very interesting, if I'm not mistaken, it's called a Krugel hand grenade, from which the Germans used earlier in the war. Nice little addition. Definitely a first for DID, or any company for that matter. All in all, a great figure. Highly recommended for any World War I figure collector out there. Besides the issue with the ammo belt, I have no issue with this figure at all. DID, if you're watching this, please consider releasing a German World War I officer next, or maybe even a German cavalryman. Anywho, thank you for joining me on today's review, and I hope to see you all again soon. Ciao!